Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah for those of you who didn't know that. And today it is Tag Tuesday. So today I will do the You're Not Good Enough book tag. And I will link the original video down below if I can find it. And without further ado, let's just get into it. So basically what this is about is that you have different questions, and to answer them I have written down 30 character names in this jar, and I will choose 2 for every question and see who is the most suitable for this question. So let's just see. The first question is, you only have one more spot on your spelling bee team. Who would you pick to complete your team? And I have to choose between, okay, Mino from the Maze Runner and Thomas from the Maze Runner. Why did I get both from the Maze Runner? I mean, they have gotten their, like, brain wiped out, so they wouldn't remember much. But I mean, Mino had his mind wiped longer ago, so he might remember a few things. So I think Mino will be the winner. I'm sorry, Thomas, but you're not going to be on my spelling bee team. I think Mino would have like a better chance of helping me, even though I might be screwed. But yeah. Both characters want to kill you. Which one would you kill first so you have a better chance of surviving? Between Peter Kavinsky from To All the Boys I Loved Before and Prince Caspian from Narnia. I killed Prince Caspian. I'm sorry, Prince Caspian, but I think I have a better chance against Peter Kavinsky because Prince Caspian is seriously good with a sword, so I would die without a minute if that was me and him. So I think I had like a, not like fair chance, but yeah. Maybe we just should seduce him. There you have it. You're on The Bachelor/Bachelorette and you're down to these 2 characters. Which one are you going to give the rose to? Okay, between Jason Bourne and Edmund Pevensey. Wow, both of these I am really loving. I mean, if we take age-wise, Edmund Pevensey is closer to me in age, because Jason Bourne, I don't know how old he is, but he's older. Not like old, but older. And Edmund is like, in the books, I think he's maybe 25 or something at the end of the last book, if I'm not completely wrong. So he's closer to me in age. So I'm going to give the rose to Edmund Pevensey. Okay, you've been chosen for the Hunger Games. who would most likely volunteer in your place? Okay, between these two, between Newt from the Maze Runner, aww, and Primrose Everdeen. Okay, between these two, I don't think Prim would volunteer because the first time she looked terrified, and even though she really grew throughout the series, I don't think she will volunteer in my place. I mean, Newt is like the kindest person, so I think he would volunteer for me, but I don't want him to volunteer for me because he's my favorite. But yeah, I think Newt would volunteer in my place, even though I don't want him to. You're stranded on an island. Which character would you sacrifice to engage in cannibalism? That's something. Between Teresa from the Maze Runner and Daenerys Targaryen. I mean, I think me and Daenerys has a good shot of actually making it out. So I'm sorry, Teresa, I'm not the biggest fan of her. I have a love-hate relationship with her because people say that in book 4 you get to know that she never lost her memory, and yeah, but I have a hate-love relationship to her because she's do some stupid things and some good things. But I think me and Daenerys would have a pretty good chance of making it out, and I think we might get along. She might be a little more than me, but yeah. So I'm sorry, Teresa, but we're eating you. You're the next DC Marvel superhero with your own TV show, of course. Who is your sidekick? Between Peeta Mellark in The Hunger Games and Eric from Divergent. Okay, so obviously, to have a chance, I would definitely have to say Eric from Divergent. I have to say Potter in the TV show. Yeah, to have a chance, I'm actually choosing Eric. He's an ass in the book, though. But I would have a much bigger chance of surviving with him than with Peeta, because Peeta is cute. So yeah, you're a manager of an avocado admiring company. What on earth is that? Who would you fire for a lack of communication skills? Okay, between these two. Between Bella Swan and Edward Cullen. Wow, both of those. I don't particularly like any of those. But I think communication-wise, I think I have to fire Bella, because at least what I have gotten from her, she's not the brightest. So yeah, Edward, you're through another round, so. You just finished a book in which your favorite character dies. Which character is most likely to comfort you? between Hardin from After and Matilda Wormwood. Like, I actually think that Matilda would comfort me. At least I'm hoping she will comfort me, because I like her 100 times better than Harding because he's a player. And Matilda, she's a bookworm, so obviously she would have the feeling of like being sad because of something in a book, so I think she would be able to comfort me. It's high school, I don't want to go back. Who would most likely be a part of the popular clique? Between Harry Potter and Ron Weasley. Why do I always get like in the same group? I think maybe Harry Potter would be in like the popular clique, because I feel like Ron can kind of be, I will say, not too much, but sometimes I feel like, yeah, he's saying weird things, and yeah, so I think Harry Potter would be quite popular. I mean, everyone knows who he is, so. The day has arrived. You are finally a year older. Who would have the nerve to forget your birthday? Between Katniss Everdeen from The Hunger Games and for Tobias or yeah, from Divergent. I mean, I don't think Katniss like cares too much about birthdays. If I'm completely honest. Well, because now they don't have the Hunger Games to think about. I'm gonna say I think Katniss actually would have the nerve to forget it. She would just go into the woods and totally forget that it's my birthday. I don't know if Thor would remember it, but I think if he cares, he has a bigger chance of remembering it. You just found an upcoming BookTube star. Who would it most likely be? We should have had Matilda here, but obviously we don't. Between Jon Snow and Triss from Divergent. Between these two, I think I have to say Jon Snow, because I feel like he has a bigger chance of reading than Triss, because Triss don't have like the calm energy to actually sit down and read. I mean, she's always doing something, so I don't think she would actually be able to read a lot. I mean, Jon Snow don't have a lot of time, but I would like to see that, even though he doesn't read much. I don't think he reads at all, but sleepover time. Unfortunately, you can only invite one person. Who would you invite? Between Tessa from After or Sherlock Holmes? Well, um, I mean, I do love Sherlock. However, he is kind of way outside my spectrum of smartdom. I mean, he talks and I have no idea what he talks about. So I'm actually think I'm gonna have to have Tessa in this, which is kind of weird because she's kind of a weird character. But I think that I would kind of get along a little bit better with Tessa because Sherlock Holmes would just read everything that I'm thinking about and I would just be totally embarrassed and die. So yeah. Bam! You're pregnant. Who's the father slash mother? Between Severus Snape from Harry Potter. I don't think he would do that. And Khal Drogo. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say the one who would have like the nerve to do it, Khal Drogo, because I mean, hello. So yeah, I think there is a bigger chance that it's Khal Drogo than Snape because yeah. So Khal Drogo, you just written a super important text. Who would see it but not reply? Between Gail Hawthorne and Laura Jean. 100%. I think Gail would have the nerve to just not see it when he's not interested. I think Laura Jean would be so kind that he know that she would actually see it. Then the last one. You just woken up and it's time for breakfast. Your mom been replaced by who? Jacob Black from Twilight or Hermione Granger? I hope it's Hermione because I have never been a fan of, I mean, I'm a bigger fan of Jacob, but I'm not like the biggest fan, so Hermione Granger it is. Hello, new mother. But that was it for the You're Not Good Enough a book tag, and that was a lot of fun. But yeah, if you that was it for this video, and if you want to follow me on any of my social media, all the links are down in the description, and I will see you next time. Bye!